We begin tonight with some breaking news on the White House investigation into exactly what happened with the Christmas Day botched terror attempt. MSNBC political analyst Richard Wolff is actually joining us now by phone with that. Richard, I know you've just shared some reporting on Countdown about a potentially very inflammatory development in the Christmas Day terror plot investigation. What can you tell us about that reporting? What else you've been able to learn?
Well, Rachel, this investigation is still very much at a fact-finding stage where the White House is looking at still what happened. It's very preliminary. Obviously, the president has just got back from vacation and just started prepping for his big session tomorrow, which I'm told is still going to focus on things like the screening processes that people face. But the question here is whether or not the systemic failure that the president has talked about was anything more than human error. Was this some kind of failure because of the system's internal tensions, or was there actually just a surplus of information that people didn't understand or report fully? So the question about how intelligence was shared is very much uppermost in the president's mind. He is still, I'm told, very steamed about this whole affair and the failings that led to such a serious breach of security. But it's still very early in the phase of where this investigation is going.
Richard, I believe that I think the reason that your reporting tonight has such an exclamation point on it for so many of us who saw your interview on Countdown, who are thinking about where this might lead, is the prospect not just that intelligence leads that should have been followed weren't followed, or that intelligence dots that should have been connected weren't connected, that there isn't enough communication among the different parts of the American intelligence community. That's important analysis, but not new analysis. What's new and very worrying is the prospect that intelligence was deliberately withheld by one part of the American intelligence community from another, either because of a grudge to make somebody look bad or for any other reason that put petty politics above national security. Is that, in fact, the path that this White House inquiry is going down?
That, I think, is 10 steps ahead of where the White House is right now. Okay. I just checked in with White House people again, and look, there's lots of finger-pointing going on in the intelligence community, where you have people who are in the center of it all, who are tasked with pulling these things together, who say the information was there and it wasn't flagged up or it wasn't shared adequately. So there is a line of inquiry that goes to the heart of why wasn't this stuff shared adequately. I think the early suspicions inside the White House is that this comes down to human error more than this is some willful withholding. But the questions are being asked, and they're being asked because some people are saying this stuff wasn't shared adequately, and they say it could have been.
MSNBC analyst Richard Wolff joining us, helping us sort out what's turning into be both fascinating story and a deeply troubling story about America's response to the terror alert or the terror incident on Christmas Day and what we could have pieced together ahead of time. Richard, thanks very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Rachel.